Start off this reading vlog. I went to Barnes & Noble's midnight release party where I got Sunrise on the Reaping. Oh yeah, there it is. And then I got this candle and a bookmark because I won 3rd place in trivia, which was really cool. If you want to check out more about that, I posted a reel about it. And now let's sit back and start reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Hey guys, welcome to my reading vlog. During this reading vlog, I'm going to read Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, and this is the new Hunger Games release that just came out, and it is a prequel, and it's told from the point of view of Haymitch, and this is Haymitch's Hunger Games, and it is the 50th annual Hunger Games, so I'm really excited to read this. I've already started. I'm on chapter 3 now, but I thought I'd bring you guys in on it now and do a little reading vlog about it. And this is going to be a spoiler reading vlog because I like to just say everything that I am thinking, and I wanted to talk about everything in this book and give spoilers and stuff. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then you can click off this video. But for those of you who want to be spoiled or have already read this book, come join me. I got this book actually at one of my Barnes & Nobles that was doing a midnight release party. So I went to the midnight release party for it, and it actually was really fun. I went and they were doing all sorts of activities. They had this table. They were like, scan this QR code and then do this quiz to figure out which district you're from. So I did that, and I got District 8, and I actually have the little sticker right here. It's actually not a sticker, I found out, which is kind of sad about. But anyway, I got this little thing. So I'm District 8. And then after that, I did a little scavenger hunt. I got my little raffle ticket. They announced raffles at the end of the night. But I kind of just walked around and did the scavenger hunt. I wasn't able to finish, but after that, I kind of just walked around, and they had coloring for different plants and stuff that to figure out what they are, and just that matched the Hunger Games. And then they also had alliance bracelet making, so that was cute too. I didn't do those two things. I kind of just was looking around. But then at 11 they did a trivia, so I did the trivia, and then I actually talked to 2 girls that were there, and we were oh, we did so bad, but then at the end of the night when we lined up to get the books, they announced the raffle ticket winners. I didn't win anything from the raffles, but then they were announcing the trivia, and they announced 1st, 2nd, and then 3rd last, and then the last team they announced that won was me. So I actually won. I won 3rd place, and because I won, I got this little bookmark, and says, "May the odds be ever in your favor" on the back. So that's really cute because it matches the book and everything. And I really wanted a bookmark too, so I was I felt like God was giving me the bookmark after, because I had thought about getting a bookmark and then I forgot about it, and then I was ooh, I got a bookmark, I won one for free, so which is even better. And then I got this candle that says The Chosen One, and that also made me think of God, I was chosen. So I like that. It says, smells of prophecies of fate and the burden of destiny, which isn't the best saying for me, but it says that it's mandarin and honey nectar, and it smells really good. It kind of smells like cologne. So yeah, I thought that was cool. So I won those for free, and I didn't even think I would win the trivia at all. I didn't think when she brought up the 3 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place people, I was yeah, I didn't win that. And then they called my team, which I named myself Yo. She was Team Yo, and I was what? So then I just didn't expect myself to win. But then yeah, got the book, and that was the end of the little release party. But that was fun. I definitely would want to go to one of those again, because it was really fun. And I loved the trivia, and I loved how I won stuff. That'd be fun to do it again for the next book that I like coming out, I think. I feel like they're gonna do one for Fearless in the Powerless series, and I probably gonna go to that one because I love that series. Anyway, I will start talking about what I've read so far. What I really like about this book is like the way that Haymitch talks. It's just like, he's such like I don't know the word to describe him, but I feel like he's a jokester. It's great. Just like the way he talks, I'm just like laughing. It's just like, it's a heavy book, but then I love like how they speak and how he like talks. And I just like, so I'm like kind of laughing. And then there's so many references to the other characters. There's so many, like Katniss's mom, Katniss's dad, and like somebody named Baird, like Lucy Gray's relatives, and then Malark, like they talk about the Malarks, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. And then they talk about some people, like they talk about a sickle, one of the sickles, and I was like, this is so cool that they're like referencing like people. And then like Plutarch Heavensbee is in this, so that's cool too. So it's like cool to see like all these people that like played roles in the other books and movies, and to see them in this like at a younger age is so cool. And to see like how close Haymitch was to some of these people, because like you never really got that in the other books. Like you never really see, it's like mostly about like Katniss's perspective. So it's really cool to see where Haymitch lies in all of this, and like to see where like the relationships, like how deep they were, and how he actually knew these people, and how far back his relationship went with them. So that's really cool to see so far. But already when I started it, I was like wanting to cry, because I already know like all these people are gonna die. Like most of these people, it's just like, oh, his family is gonna die, and his love, like it's just like so sad. But it's pretty good so far. It's just hard to read it because I feel like you know everybody's gonna die. But yeah, so far it's pretty good. I will continue reading and give you an update. There's so many references, and this is crazy. Iris just showed up. That is crazy. She's their mentor. That is crazy. I can't believe it. Mags is the other mentor. I'm gonna cry. So crazy. Mags is the other mentor. And then he cries to her. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see everybody, like, or to like see everybody. Like, I'm looking at them, but it's so happy to like read about everybody again, and like have them come back and like see them in a different way. It's like so cool. So I'm really excited to see this, or to read this. So I just hit chapter 8, and I'm really like interested in like Plutarch's character. I know he was like ended up being good, but he still like really interests me because he's like so about like the camera crew and everything, but and it's like he's trying to get good footage, but he's also like helping. And I'm just like really interested, I feel like, just to get into the mind of like Plutarch and like what he thinks, because like I know he's like for the tributes, but at the same time he's just like, I feel like he just plays both sides really well. I don't know, he's an interesting character to me, so I'm just like really interested to see his role in everything, and like if he like shows any form of like resistance, because he's let Haymitch like hug his family one last time. So it's like, I don't know. And I know he's like he ends up good, but it's just interesting to see him kind of just like, I don't know, maybe he's like, it's like, I guess working up the ranks and like weaving himself in to the capital, even though he's for the tributes. It's interesting. So I'm interested to see how, if he has any like rebellious things about him, like if he does anything rebellious at the beginning or shows that he's on like the tribute sides at all. But yeah, it's been really fun to read about everybody like Virus and Mags. It's just like so nice to read about because it's like I miss them so much. But yeah, it's been good so far. Yeah. I'm reading this and I love just how funny Haymitch is. Like, he's talking to Plutarch and Plutarch's like, I didn't approve of this. Like, when like the new Luella came in and he was like, you're my hero. I hope I'm just like you when I grow up. Oh, wait a minute. That won't be happening. It's just like so funny. Like, just reading like stuff that Haymitch says. It's so funny, sarcastic, even though like the situation he's in. It's just funny. I am learning a lot more about like Plutarch and stuff, and it's like really interesting to read because it's like kind of confusing because it's like he's on Haymitch's side, but he's like trying to be good with the present at the same time, so it's so weird. But yeah. Gotta say, I rated The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes a 5 out of 5, but this is better. This is like so much better than The Songbirds and Snakes, but I still like feel like they rank the same, but this is so good. So maybe they don't rank the same. I feel like this is just so good. This is just so good. Oh my goodness. But yeah, love this so much because it's just like all these characters are coming back and I'm just like seeing them again and reading about them again, and I'm like, I miss this series. Like, I love it so much. It's just so good. Okay, guys. It's been multiple days and I've not read any of this. So I need to get reading right now. Anyway, the last thing that happened was that Lulu died. She sniffed the flower and she bit the dust. So that's where I'm at. I'm at chapter 17 right now. I keep seeing people say stuff about chapter 18 and I almost like click on it because I forgot where it was at. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in chapter 18. I don't know, but I might read to like part 3 right now and then leave off there, but I'm not sure because I have like this much left till part 3. So let's get reading a little bit. Either way, mine will be the last touch of someone who cares about you. Volcano. I know this is bad to say, but I feel like it's really funny that they were screaming and running around trying to get them off. Is it just me, or does it sound weird that Haymitch is saying bloody skivvies like in his dialogue? Like, I feel like the word bloody is not in his vocabulary. It just sounds so weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it sounds weird. I ditched my pack in a patch of Katniss. Guys. Also, what the heck is this? What is this? I was like reading this baby stuff and it was like kind of weird. It was funny. First thing that makes me tear up in this book is hearing that Wyatt's dad just hung himself. Oh my goodness. Because of this shame. Because he bet on so many people's lives. Oh my goodness, making me cry. The sweet old hereafter. My goodness. I've loose ends to tie up right here in the old there before. People spitting on Jethro's grave. Ugh. Because of the bets he made. Dude, that line that says, "The shards of my heart shift and drive into my lungs, making breathing an agony," is so good. Also, don't mind how I look. I'm still in bed, kind of, so it's morning. I'm no Burdock with his trusty bow and knowledge of plants. So Katniss. So Katniss. We know where Katniss got her skills from. Bro, that is crazy. Oh my goodness. She died, Squeegee. I knew she was gonna die, but not like that. That is... Okay. The nightmare always starts with me feeding her with that gumdrop. We're in the meadow, holding fast to each other, her face shining with tears of joy. And I don't check the bag. I never check the bag. Why can't I remember to check the bag? I just lift that blood-red gumdrop to her lips, and there's no stopping what follows. My realization, her terror, the bloody foam. My pleading with her to stay, her making me promise. Then the uncles are there, Clerk Common ripping her from my arms, trying to restart her heart while he calls her name. Tam Amber standing stiffly over them, his head shaking as he mumbles, "Not again, oh, not again." That's when the music kicks in. Her name, poem, her song, careening around my brain like a runaway train. Reading this book, I was wondering for a while why he wouldn't just kill himself, like, after everything that happened, because I knew that his family died, and his love, and then I just read this, and I was like, like he said, I would welcome death if it wasn't for my promise to Lenore Dove that I would somehow keep the sun from rising on the reaping. So I was like, oh my goodness, that's why he, like, tried, that's why I stayed alive and tried to help Katniss, like, defeat President Snow. So, that was cool. Squeaky. They're in the attic that, like, Haymitch takes Katniss and Peeta. Hi, Queechy. Wasn't one of the girl that gave Katniss the pin a Donner, I think it was. Dang. I'm done. I still want to read the Q&A though. Hey guys, what's up? So, I finished reading Sunrise on the Reaping. So, I finished reading the book. My thoughts was 5 stars all the way. I feel like any Hunger Games book I have to give 5 stars because it's always so good. Was it better than all the rest of her books that I've read on the Hunger Games? I don't know. A lot of people are saying it is to them, but to me, I don't know. I feel like I still enjoy, like, some of the other books more. It's definitely better than The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That's definitely for sure. But I just really enjoyed how it connected to everything, how old characters came back. So we had Mags come back, we had Beetee, we had Wiress, we had Effie, we had finally got to see, like, Katniss's dad, like, Burdock. And the fact that he was, like, best friends with her dad, and just, like, oh, the epilogue was so good. Like, just, like, the little snippet we got of, like, Haymitch talking about how he saw Katniss, like, in the Hob, and how, like, she was ultimately the one that, what did he say? Hold on, I gotta pull it up, because I don't want to butcher it. He said she's the one who finally kept that sun from rising on the Reaping. Like, it was so good. And I love how it, like, mentioned Peeta and stuff too in the epilogue, and even, like, mentions Peeta's family members throughout, or, like, at the beginning during the Reaping, which I enjoyed. But I like how it also said she's not an easy person like me, Peeta always says. And it's just, like, you see how much that Katniss and Haymitch connect and how similar they are, and it's just so good. And a lot of people say that this book hits harder because Haymitch had such a good life to begin with. Not that, like, his life was great, but he didn't really experience loss until he went into the Hunger Games. So this book really, like, just shows, like, everything was that Haymitch loved was ripped from his life. And it's just so good. Like, all of the stuff in here that connected, and just this, everything was so good. The only thing that I didn't really like was, or that bored me, was the end when there was, like, I don't know if they were songs or poems that were being read. I think it was poems, but I just didn't like them. I was bored after, and I just was, like, trying to, like, skim to, like, hurry up and get to the end, because I wanted to see, and I wanted to read what happened, and, like, Haymitch talking, because I'd heard that, like, he talked about some stuff at the end, so I was like, I need to see this, I need to read this, I need to hear what happened. But the goose at the end too, like, Katniss, like, bringing goose eggs to hatch for Haymitch, like, that was so cute. I loved it. I did not expect I knew everybody, like, I knew a lot of people were gonna die. I knew Haymitch's family was gonna die. I knew that Lenore Dove was gonna die, but I didn't know she was gonna die the way she did. The way she died, like, the way that Lenore Dove died was, like, the gumdrop. It was so sad. I was like, are you kidding? Like, no. And I was just, like, taken aback. I feel like, I don't know if the first time, I didn't really, like, cry in this book, but I did tear up, and I did kind of cry, but I didn't really, like, sob. But I think the first time I really did, like, tear up is when Callow, what's his name, Wyatt's dad died. So I teared up at that, because I was so sad, because it's like all his life he's been, like, betting on these kids, and because it's like all his life he's been betting on these kids, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like, his own son, and after his body came back, he just couldn't bear to, like, live. And it was just so sad. Like, I was just like, like, imagine, like, the guilt that he feels. And he was just like, I mean, it was a terrible thing he was doing to begin with, but I could see that he was, like, trying to make money off of it, probably. But it was just like, like, terrible. But that was sad. But I also think I teared up a little bit at the beginning when Haymitch brother said, like, happy birthday to him and stuff, and, like, just reading the beginning, I don't know if I teared up, but it did get me sad, because I was like, oh my goodness, like, all these people are gonna die. Like, I know they're gonna die, because I read the books. Like, I know Haymitch had nothing, so I was like, this is so, like, depressing. But the ending, there was something I wanted to talk about. I don't know what it was exactly. Oh, the sweetheart thing. Like, I knew that something was gonna, like, I thought it wasn't gonna talk about Sweetheart anymore. I thought it was just gonna, I thought the only mention, like, was gonna be him and Luella, and then I kind of was like, oh, like, you know, he calls Katniss Sweetheart. Like, I thought, like, I knew it was connected, but I didn't think he was gonna talk about it at the epilogue. But the fact that he said that he called her sweetheart because, here, this is what he said. He said, tough and smart, her hair in 2 braids, then reminding me for all the world of Luella McCoy, my sweetheart of old. After she volunteered for the games, that nickname couldn't help but slip out. I didn't want to let them in, her and PETA, but the walls of a person's heart are not impregnable. Not if they have ever known love. That's what Lenore Dove says, anyway. Ah, that's so cute. Like, the sweetheart thing, and then just, like, I didn't want to let Katniss and PETA in, but he did. Like, oh, that's so... I love how everything just connected, and it's just like, oh, hey, Mitch. Like, oh, you just can't help but feel bad for him. He went through everything. And I also thought it was so interesting to see, like, you know, we heard about Snow's poisonings and how he drank the poison himself, but actually witnessing it from Haymitch's point of view was really interesting to see him and the effects of, like, what he has done and how he still, I'm like, how the heck did he drink poison for that long and not die earlier? That was my question, but, because he was literally, like, coughing up blood and stuff, like, at the 50th Hunger Games, so I'm like, how did he live that long? I don't know, probably all the Capitals crap they put in stuff and their, like, fashion and beauty standard stuff, who knows, and he had access to a lot of stuff, so he probably just was, I don't know, his body was ruined, so I have no idea how that even happened, but, or how he even lived, but anyway, I feel like it was a light book, like, everybody watching this could be like, light? I feel like the visuals and the imagery was like of the arena and everything was like kind of more light toned than other Hunger Games books or the arenas and stuff. I felt like it was more light toned because maybe it's because of Haymitch's humor too. I loved that aspect of it, and just like Haymitch is like trying to, like, you know, deal with things through his humor, and he was trying to put out this persona of the rascal, and it was just so good. But I really liked the use of some of the songs too from the old Hunger Games books, like The Hanging Tree, and some of Lucy Gray's songs were in this, like the I forget what it's called, but it was the one where the Ballad of Lucy Gray, I think, where she sings about when that guy betrays her. But anyway, I just really enjoyed reading this. It was sad at the end. I'm not, like, I feel like at the end I was starting to be like, oh, this is hard to read. And I started watching the movie over again, and I feel like when I first watched the movies and experienced this world, I feel like it was not as dark as it should have been. But now rereading or rewatching the movie again, I'm like, this is depressing. Like, this is rough. Like, I feel like I was just like, oh, the Hunger Games is so good, all these characters. But then I'm like, this is terrible. I don't know. But, I mean, like, not terribly bad, but, like, terrible world they live in. But it kind of makes you appreciate the things that we have today and just living in America. Like, being able to have that freedom and just knowing that freedom to, like, express yourself and say what you want to say doesn't always come easy for everyone. And it's not something that everybody has. And it's something that we take for granted. So it's just like Suzanne Collins, the way she writes, she wants to put a message out there, and she wants to get people thinking. So I think she does that really well. Anyway, I really enjoyed that, and I, like, kept wanting, I feel like throughout reading this and before reading this, I was like, I want a story on Finnick. But then I was like, Suzanne Collins writes with a purpose and a reason. So, like, will Finnick's story really tell more to the story about, like, everything? Will it add, like, more to say? I don't know. I feel like if Annie's story would be adding maybe more than Finnick's, but I do want to see that still. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not sure. It's probably just because I love the character so much. I just want to see him again. But his story, maybe it's a story to tell. Maybe there's something to tell. I mean, I was kind of thinking, like, how did Finnick end up, like, becoming a part of the resistance and everything? Like, what was his role? So I am interested if she, like, I really hope that, I kind of hope that she comes out with a Finnick book, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, this book was so good, and it's hard to say anything else besides it was so good. But thank you guys for watching, and I know that this vlog is kind of all over the place. I'm still getting new to this recording and trying to do a reading vlog thing. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please click that like button and subscribe, and comment down below what books you want to see me read next and what kind of style of videos you guys like to see. I'm sorry if this video is kind of not that good, but you know what? I'm going to improve, hopefully, but if I keep doing these. Be on the lookout. I feel like next I will probably do a reading vlog on, or sometime in the future I want to do a reading vlog on what's the book? Fearless by Lauren Roberts. That's coming out soon, so I'll be reading that very soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
No, Suzanne Collins didn't intend for this, but bro, look at Haymitch at the chariot ride.
Right. There's District 4. Yes, the fishing. I get it. I like it.
He looks like he's struggling, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, you think back and you're like, what if it's like because of Luella died, like, and their like chariot ride went like so haywire. And I know that's not like what she intended, but like, yo, that could work. It's crazy.